A super good morning to you, Internet, here from the Augusta Fresh Market. And I'm sure that you're not looking at my ugly face, but you're looking at all the fashion options here towards the end of summer that are marked down to €5 a piece. Coca Fashion and a Paris t-shirt, all down to €5 a piece, because summer is almost at its end, and that means that summer clothing is going to be shortly replaced by autumn clothing, so everybody's selling their stock. Not that here in the south of Spain autumn is such a terrible thing, simply because the temperatures drop down from near 40 degrees to around 30 degrees, which for most people would be perfect for summer, but here where we are, 30 degrees means it's starting to get cold. But that's not why you're here. I've got so much exciting news to share with each and every single one of you about what's been happening over the last couple of weeks. The first thing that you probably would have noticed is the name of this channel. It used to be called Business Growth with Edu, and it's now been changed to Eduardo Writes. Shorter, simpler, easier to remember, and much more in line with what I'm doing every day, which is writing. But as you can see right now in the fresh market, I'm not exactly writing at the moment because it's stocking up on fresh fruit and veg for the coming week. And with that in mind, you need to remember that not everything is just sitting down at our desk. My target for this month was 80,000 words. I hit 80,000 words yesterday, so going out to the fresh market isn't exactly cutting into productive time because I've already got my full production for the month done, and it's still another 3 days to go before the end of the month. But with that said, I'm going to need to come back to you and splice together this video because it's my turn to pick up veg, and I'll speak to you a bit later. Hey there, you may notice that all of a sudden my background has changed. And what's more, for various reasons, I would have normally considered, let me just get that out of the way, I would have normally considered this video a complete failure for two reasons. One, I did not manage to record the video in its entirety as a single take. Yes, that's the gym where I normally go training every day. And number two, the wind has come up, so which means that all of a sudden this video that you're watching at the moment has a bit of wind noise, which may be affecting how well you can hear my voice. So those two things alone would classify this video as a complete failure. However, I'm bringing it to you anyway. Why? The YouTube algorithm at the moment tends to favor authenticity. In other words, do we look real? So with that in mind, stapling two parts of a video together and actually needing to open my editing software and putting together and giving you a video that, even by my lazy standards, is a failure, is maybe a way to say to each and every single one of you, you don't have to be perfect. None of us is perfect. But the video you produce today, by next year's standards, is going to be perfect. You're going to be looking at the video you produced today in a year's time and absolutely cringe about it because you're going to believe It's so terrible. But guess what? It's good enough for right now. So get your camera out, point it towards your face, which is in all likelihood way better looking than my face is, with a bit of puffiness, morning puffiness, and get recording. Anyway, that's the story as it is now. And yes, I've got so much that I'm wanting to talk to you about in today's video. But as I mentioned earlier, this video's got a new name, Eduardo Writes. And my question to each and every single one of you is, do you think that the channel name of Eduardo Writes is slightly more appropriate for my channel at the moment? Excuse tons of traffic noise happening here behind me. Yes, these things happen. They creep into your videos. The old perfectionist in me would have edited all of that out, but you're getting it anyway. Anyway, do you like the new channel name of Eduardo Writes? Is my first question. And if the question to that is yes, then do me a favor and smash the like button on this video. If you don't like the video or don't like the new name for the channel, do me a favor, smash the like button anyway, and let me know in the comments down below why you don't think the name Eduardo Writes is appropriate for this channel. And I'll be answering each and every single one of your comments. But right now, I'm heading into the spice shop because I need to stock up on tandoori spice. And look at the spice shop. So much to choose from, but I'm heading directly to the spice racks. And my tandoori spice is right there, so that my healthy chicken dishes, skinless chicken and veg, can taste just a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to need to cut this video again and come back to you in a short while with all of the reasons, all the extra little bits of information that I have for you for this week. So stay tuned, don't check out, and I'll be back with you in a couple of seconds once I have my spice purchases done. But if you are ever in the town of Orcheba, this spice shop is well worth a visit. You've got organic pastas over here, you've got organic dried mushrooms, you've got a coffee counter over there. You can get all sorts of different blends of coffee, so definitely worth a visit. But right now, I'm into the spices. Speak to you soon. Back again, still with wind noise. I have my tandoori spices here. Oh, you can't see quite from that angle, trees are in the way. I'm here next door to the Twin Towers of Orcheba, otherwise known as the Catholic Church. I'm not a Catholic, so if you have anything to say regarding the Catholic Church, it's likely to not impact me one way or the other, because I don't adhere to anything that particular organization has to say. But anyway, I know that many people do, and if you're one of those that do, kudos to you. I've got nothing to say whatsoever. Many of my closest friends here in Spain are Catholic, and they're all wonderful people. Anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. News of the week. Some of you may have noticed that Ricky of Income School posted a YouTube live recently. and his YouTube live was in the Q&A format. And I have to say thank you very much to Ricky of Income School for mentioning me, and inadvertently this channel, but mentioning me not once but twice in his video. And if you go to his Q&A, scrub through to around about minute 20 and you'll get the first mention, and scrub through to about minute number 50 for the second time he mentions the way I write, as well as my strategy for maintaining traffic on my blogs. Yes, that's right. I know that way back in March, Google made their infamous helpful content update and filled everything up with Reddit threads, and everybody was complaining because traffic to their websites was completely decimated. Well, traffic to websites would have been only decimated if, and that's a big if, you were relying on Google for the vast majority of your traffic. And especially on one of my blogs, I've been having a strategy that I've been employing for at least the past, since about 2017, 2018, whereby around about 10% of my blog traffic has been coming from Google. And it's not because I've been spamming social media with each and every single one of my blog posts, because I haven't been doing that either. The vast majority of my page views came from returning visitors to my blog. In other words, I put together a strategy whereby I could, and by the way, I'm here in the what can we say, craft market section of the Auckland market, but anyway, I put together a strategy whereby I entice people to come back to my blog week after week for 40 weeks to get the next step along the path of learning the specific topic that my blog was about. It took a bit of planning ahead of time, but that enabled me to be able to get the vast majority of my traffic as return visitors, and about 10% coming from Google organic search. Not that Google organic search was insignificant as far as numbers were concerned, but it was only 10% of my total blog traffic. So which means that, like when everybody else, Google organic traffic dropped by 70%. For me, it was only 7% of my total because of that strategy that I'd spoken to Ricky of Income School about, and he really enjoyed the idea. Anyway, so that was the first mention. The second mention is also a way that I structured and put together my blog posts and the specific interlinking strategy that I had for my blog posts. And what was the outcome as far as that was concerned? Well, let's just say that for every visitor, for every session, as it's called in the trade, so every time somebody came to my blog, they would never read just one blog post, because of my specific interlinking strategy to get all the information they needed, because of the type of blog that I've got, the types of information. There's always something similar on my blog, because I'm now up to about 600 blog posts, so there'll be always something on my blog that will be similar to whatever they're reading about, and I'll put together my specific interlinking strategy which means that a visitor to my blog never reads one article. They very seldom read two articles. It's often 3 articles or more. And if you go to your blog analytics right now, you'll probably see that your page views per session hovers around about 1.4, 1.5 page views per session on average since 2017. This one specific blog that I used the strategy heavily on has been getting 4.5 page views per session. Since the Google Helpful Content update, I tightened that strategy ever so slightly, and I bumped that number from 4.5 page views per session to 4.8 page views per session. So all of a sudden, even though, as I mentioned, the Google Helpful Content update tanked my organic traffic like it did everybody else, but I only lost 7% of total traffic, plus I increased page views per session, and voila, I hardly saw any drop off in that blog's performance at all. So what can we learn from this? Don't rely on Google for your livelihood. There are ways to be able to do things that will enable you to thrive by having a blog. But it requires a little bit of thinking, a clear strategy, and a little bit more work than just writing 50 posts on a topic that you know nothing about and just hope that the Google gods will bring you tons of traffic and make your life easier. So from that point of view, it's a case of work hard, have a clear strategy, have a clear plan, write about something that you know, something that you do every day, and it is entirely possible to create an income from a blog even in today's time. Rant over. We're now on the 29th of August. Starting the 1st of September is Ricky and Income School's Content Warrior Challenge, where the objective is to write 60,000 words in a month. I'm upping the ante a little bit, and I'm setting myself a challenge of 100,000 words plus 15 videos. I hope you'll join me in a month of massive content production, because what you produce now in September will go a long way to making what you produce now in September will be ranking and showing on the internet properly by the time Christmas comes around, and each page view will be worth a whole lot more money, because advertising revenues will be up over the course of November and December. So produce a lot in September so that that additional content that you have can be bringing additional page views, additional sessions, and make you just that little bit more over November, December. So with that in mind, I'm going to be cutting this really, really long video fairly short, but I'm looking forward to recording something new for you this coming Sunday and bringing it to you, because this coming Sunday is the 1st of September, the first day of my content challenge, and if I'm supposed to be producing 15 videos, what better time to start than recording one of these for you on the 1st of September. So until then, remember to smash the like button in this video, and I'll see you next time, and smash out the content on your own blogs, on your own writing endeavors, on your own YouTube channels, and let's produce massive amounts of content together. Cheers.